All right, welcome everyone to today's Explainer. Grab a seat. Today we're tackling a topic that is literally everywhere right now, artificial intelligence. Now, I know you've all heard the buzzwords, but our goal today is to cut right through the jargon. We're going to break down what AI actually is, how it ticks, and why it's such a massive deal for all of us. So let's get right to it. Here's our lesson plan for today's Explainer. First up, welcome to AI 101. Second, AI in the real world. Third, how AI actually learns. Fourth, AI still needs humans. And finally, time for a pop quiz.
All right, diving right into Section 1. Welcome to AI 101.
Okay, let's dive into this. What exactly is this big term? Well, artificial intelligence, or AI, is simply when computers and machines learn to think and solve problems in a smart way, almost like humans do. Traditionally, a computer needed us to spell out every single step. It was basically a strict instruction follower. But AI? It totally flips the script. It can spot patterns, adapt to brand new data, and figure things out completely autonomously. It's literally a machine learning to learn, which is just wild when you think about it.
Moving on to Section 2. AI in the real world.
Time for a little show and tell. Where does AI actually live? Well, most of us use it every single day without even giving it a second thought. Think about Siri, Google Assistant, or Alexa. Whenever you ask them a question and they answer back, you're talking to AI. It processes your actual spoken words, hunts down the best answer, and delivers it right back to you. That takes some seriously dynamic, human-like problem solving. And it's not just voice, it's visual too. If you show a computer a photo and it instantly recognizes that's a cat, that's AI. To a standard computer, that photo is just a bunch of random pixels in raw code. But through AI pattern recognition, it has actually learned to spot the specific shapes, the textures, the colors that make up a cat. It's taking visual data and drawing a highly accurate conclusion.
Oh, and for the gamers joining us, think about your non-player opponents. When you're playing solo, who's controlling the enemies that dodge your attacks or set up those tricky ambushes? AI does that. The game uses AI algorithms to constantly calculate its next move based on exactly what you are doing. It's making strategic, real-time decisions to keep the gameplay unpredictable and, let's be honest, way more fun.
Which brings us to Section 3. How AI actually learns.
So, how do these machines get so smart in the first place? Well, this brilliantly illustrates the whole thing. Think about how kids learn. Mostly from teachers and a whole lot of practice, right? AI, on the other hand, learns from massive amounts of information and examples. You don't just write a rule saying this is what a cat looks like. You feed the system millions of pictures of cats, it scans all that data, finds the statistical commonalities, and fine-tunes itself. The more examples you give it, the smarter it gets.
Next up, Section 4. AI still needs humans.
Now, I want to address a massive misconception here. With all this learning, can AI just do absolutely everything on its own? No! AI is incredibly smart, but it still heavily relies on humans to create it, teach it, and use it responsibly. It's a really powerful tool, but it's not some independent being with a conscience. We are the ones building the architecture, feeding it the data, and setting the ethical guardrails. And you can see this incredible collaboration out in the world right now. Doctors use AI as a tool to spot anomalies on medical scans earlier than ever. Teachers are using it to build customized curriculums. Scientists use it to model climate change. And astronauts? They literally rely on it to monitor life support out in the stars. Humans are very much in charge, steering this tech to supercharge our most important jobs. All right, pencils down. It is Section 5, time for a pop quiz. Let's see what you picked up today. Wherever you're watching this explainer, I want you to literally shout out the answer. Ready? Question 1. What do we call it when computers learn to think and solve problems almost like humans do? I'll give you a second. If you shouted artificial intelligence, or AI, you are absolutely correct. Nailed it. That is the core of everything we've talked about today. Okay, let's try one more. Question number 2, and this is a really important one. Can AI do absolutely everything entirely on its own? Think back to our classroom rules about humans for a second and lock in your guesses.
The answer is a resounding no. It absolutely still needs humans to create it, teach it, and make sure it's used responsibly. We are very much still in the driver's seat here.
As we wrap up today's explainer, I want to leave you with this final thought. AI is already this massive part of our daily lives.
from the phones in our pockets to exploring deep space. So, how will it help you in the future? What kind of crazy, seemingly impossible problems could you solve with a super smart system right in your corner? Keep exploring, keep questioning, and I honestly can't wait to see what you discover next. Class dismissed.